What's good? Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Yeah, back with another weekly roundup, weekly overview. Want to talk about a couple things in this video, so it should be a bit interesting. And again, like I've been trading now nearly a year. This is my 12th month of trading, so it's been a crazy year for me, like learning this new skill. Where I was kind of 6 months ago to where I am now is just mad. Like the progress that I've made and my understanding of certain things and the psychology of it all has just really come on leaps and bounds, more so like this year, like from the last 3 months, as I've started to focus a bit more on psychology side of things, and really kind of nail down my processes. And yeah, I'm starting to see some really good progress. So like I said in like my first ever video, I'm by no means, like a successful professional trader that trades multiple funded accounts or anything like this. Like I'm just a regular bloke trying to learn something new, and hopefully, people who are kind of going through the same stage of their journey can kind of relate to some of the things I say, and think, oh yeah, fuck, that happens to me all the time. Maybe I'll try it this way or something like that. So that's kind of what I hope some people get out of it. But for me, again, it is just I'm just trying to document how things go. Like I like looking back at like the first ones of seeing me sit there being like, this is a high, this is a high low. It's funny, man. It's good. But yeah, anyways, I'll get into it. So as you'll see by the thumbnail, we had another pretty slow week in terms of profits, but it was a very active week in terms of there were some really good trades available. Most days, I think Thursday was the only day where there was nothing that really fit my plan. But yeah, all in all, like it was a really good weekend. But again, it's like I unfortunately didn't catch many of them. I think I caught like one decent trade this week, took a few L's, but all in all, we come out and 1.5%, same as last week. I think the 2 weeks before that we had like a 4 and a 5 or a 5 and a 6 or something like that. But kind of like June to date, I try not to focus too much now on like the weekly stats. I try and look at like the monthly, the quarterly, because that's what matters. Like if you want to, for example, pass a funded challenge, you have to get in most of them like 8 to 10% a month. I think FTMO is 10. What's the other one? My Forex, whatever it is, MMF or MFF, that one's at 8 or something. So slow and steady, man, always wins the race. You don't need to be going for these crazy moves. You're gonna have losing weeks. You're gonna have weeks where you have like you fucking hit your target in 1 week, and you're gonna have weeks where, like me, last couple of weeks I pretty much broke even, but I've stayed in the blue, still 3% over 2 weeks. I think I'm about 5 or 6% in profit for the month. We're in the 12th, so I've still got plenty of time, right, to hit that 10%. All it takes is like two good couple trades, and that's how you got to think about it. You got to think about the long term. Like me and my old trading style, my old trading plan, if I'd done a week and only done 1.5%, mate, I would have been there on the Friday trying to fucking catch all these moves and increase my lot size. Just let me get like another 3-4% because it looks a bit better, and then I'd end up losing and I'd be in the red. And it's just like, you need to not think like that. So yeah, had a pretty slow, steady week. And one of the things I want to talk about in this video as well is on like missing trades, because it's going to happen every day. And a lot of people talk about the psychology and how to deal with losing trades, because we all lose, and this is something that you need to really do well in dealing with and understand. It's just part of the process. So you have to have a good mental psychology for that, and then also winning trades as well. You win 3-4 trades in a row, you're going to enter like a state of euphoria. You're going to be fucking think you're the dog's bollocks, start putting on trades left, right and center, and before you know it, you'll be back into that losing mentality again. So it's just about keeping that nice balance, really, and essentially not really caring whether you win or lose. And yeah, it took me like a year to really understand that. And again, that's just part of the journey. Like a year's nothing, a year's fuck all. 12 months, like 12 months into doing anything you want to be doing full time is not a long time. Like it takes people you know, think of like a uni course, 3, 4, 5 years sometimes to really master something and get that degree. And that's how I'm treating this. So yeah, man, like things are going well. If you're gonna ask me, but am I where I want to be? No, of course not. Still have so much to learn, and I fully acknowledge that. But anyways, enough of that. Let's just get into the charts really, and I'm just gonna kind of show you what I've been going over. So let me just put this up here, and then we have our trading view. Cool. So you would have seen from the thumbnail as well, the trade that was sort of there, that is one that I was watching and I missed it, and I was pissed off for about 8 seconds, and then I just thought, you know what, is what it is. I went back to my journal, my Notion, which is this that I showed you guys last week, and I from the 1st of June I detailed out every day, and there's trades every day. So like, you miss a day, you miss a trade, like you just gotta, if you marked it up and your idea and your bias was right, then take that as a positive, right? But anyways, I'm just gonna break down trade this week that, yeah, is mad, to be honest. So I'm gonna start off now with just a bit of higher time frame analysis. So obviously it all comes down to structure, right? Structure is king or queen, whatever. Understand where you are in the market, not what it is, but where are you in the market, okay? We had I know that we're in a pullback on the daily, right? We have our daily ranges here in black. High, high, low, high, 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 low down here. You can't see it because it's underneath this green one. And then we're looking to pull back into like a premium. We've already pulled into the 50% of this range. If I draw my fib from here to here, we're in like kind of the 50%. Ideally, we wanted this to pull up a little bit more. We had some good point of interest here, but you know, CPI news came out, things happen, and it looks like we've started to make that move to the downside. So we're extremely bearish still, definitely on the daily. If I go into the 4-hour, what I'm going to do actually is rewind this back a little bit to go to here. Yeah, I'll leave my drawings on because whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So green is my 4-hour structure. So what I was looking at, so again, we know where we are in the daily. Where are we on our green structure? So you can see we've got high, low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high up here. Again, why is your high, high here? Why is it not here? Or high, low here, high, high here, high, low here. This is how I would have marked things out before as well. You know, I would have had high, high, low, high, low, high, low, breaker structure, you know, but it's all about understanding premiums and coming into a premium discount price. And for me, this leg here didn't come into a premium discount leg for me. We just touched it. I think it was a little bit. Oh no, hold on, it's not on the bottom. There we go. So yeah, you can see there it just about didn't come into it. So that was that. And then if I go from here as well, like we didn't, like you could have then put this as your higher low here, but again, you know, making sure we come into a premium. We had a higher high and we had a higher low here, so we came into, you know, nearly 71%. And then we failed to make a higher high. We failed to break above this point. We kind of consolidated a little bit, created some fairly equal highs, and then what did we do? We swept these highs here. We swept this liquidity. We swept this liquidity above here, where you could even have drawn it like this, to be honest. Bit of trend line liquidity there. Swept that, tapped into an order block that would have been in here, and then we dropped, and then the CPI news came out and dropped for us. So we actually broke, in my opinion, how I mark up my charts, we broke the structure here. This higher low, we broke the structure. Then I'm thinking, okay, we're coming to Friday. So I look at EU and gold mostly. I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, so what can we do from here? I know we're bearish, but could this just have been a little liquidity sweep to it? It's all about how it reacts after that as well. Let me take this off. Okay, so ignore my drawings here for a minute. Actually, do you know what? I'll just delete them. Okay. I really want to just mark this out. Cool. So we're coming into, let's add this back on. Cool. So we're coming into, are we on Friday here now yet? yes, we're coming into Friday. So there we go. Market opens. It is. Oh no, we're in Asia now. So our blue range here is our Asia range, right? So we're in Asia. I get up about, what time do I get up at? About here, I guess. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, about 9 a.m. I'm in Dubai, so about 9 a.m. So I get up, I look at my chart, I think, right, what have we got? Signature move. We've got an Asia high, we've got an order block sitting above Asia high. We've got an IPA, which is imbalanced price action. We've got our Asian range, which also lines up with this candle here. So we've got clear liquidity, clear as you fucking like. With IPA, that's 3 of my confirmations there. We're bearish, higher time frame. So again, more confirmation that a sell is more probable, because you're going with the current of the higher time frame. You're not trying to swim against it. I had this marked out, so yeah, we took the highs. Now we would be in the trade. What's the time? 6:30, so 7 a.m. This is GMT time, my trading view. 7 a.m. is our Frankfurt open. So you don't even need to go down to the 5-minute really. You could have just took a, why is that so big? Could have just took a trade here, stops above the high. And then essentially you could have just targeted Asian session low if you wanted to. It just stops here, Asian session low, a little 1 to 5, 1 to 6. We come in, we kind of tap out, right? And then I'm normally on the 5 minutes in the morning. So this is what I was also looking at. So I saw this move happen, right? We break this low. We break this low here. Sorry, yeah, this was our last higher low. We broke this, okay, quite significantly as well. Like we absolutely fucking clattered this one. And I'm thinking, okay, where are we now? So I was in a gold trade at the minute. I was in a long gold trade at this very time. And for me, EU and gold normally moves in the relatively same direction because they follow the opposite of the DXY. Okay, so I was watching DXY. I was hoping it would drop, okay, just how I had it marked out. I was in a gold long. I had my confluences on gold. I was in that trade. I was stops to break even, and I saw this and I thought, surely this ain't gonna come because I was so married to the gold trade. Like what I should have done is just enter this anyway because one of them's gonna win, right? Essentially. And in fact it turns out that they both won. So yeah, we come back up into this 5-minute order block here. Could have entered off the body if you really wanted to. You could have stacked your trade. This high should be entered again here, stops above the high, and then again Asian session low hasn't been taken yet. So this could have been your 2 moves. This would have been mine, to be honest. Big engulfing, and then we're off, right? It's like you might have got stopped out at break even on this first one. I might have. I tend to move my stops to break even if I'm like 1 to 2, 1 to 3. So that could have been an option. But then there is this candle open. There is IPA here. So maybe I would have just been like, there is a reason for it to come back. Anyways, and that's it. We gone. Like, would I have closed out my trades here? Probably. I probably would have saw this rejection, closed my trades, been done. Like, that's like 10, 13%. I trade 0.5%, 0.5%. So I would have been up like 6, 7% in like 20 minutes or whatever long this is, right? An hour. And then the news comes out and it's like, see you later, bitch. We're off. And it's mad. So this is a trade that I missed because I was in a gold long. How I deal with this is I journal it. I put all of my trades in my journal. As you can see, this was my analysis for tomorrow. Oh, fuck. This was my analysis for, I even said, we've broke the 4-hour higher low, didn't make a higher high. We're now bearish on the 4-hour. This is me talking about EU. We could potentially mitigate from a 1-hour to create a lower low. However, there's nothing super clear. There was nothing super clear because Asian session hadn't printed anything for me yet. Okay, so yeah, I try and do a summary of the day. and then yeah, then just kind of anticipate and kind of forecast where I want the next day to go. The trade that I did take this morning, so the one I took on gold, actually I can show you as well. So gold made a mental move as well. Again, I missed this. So it's one of them, like, you just have to, is what it is, man. You're gonna miss stuff, right? I took this one in here. So I'm bullish on gold, right? We're bullish on gold. We know where we are in the market. We're in a 4-hour premium. We want to make this high. It could happen from any of these points. I had this POI here move that broke this 5-minute structure. We had our Asian range here. Sometimes I like these little Asian sweeps on gold where we sweep the Asian low, come in, we see a quick break of structure, left open this 5-minute. I think it was even clearer on the 3-minute. And then this trade went and did a 1 to 7. I got stopped out at break even, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I took the trade from here, this mitigation. So I entered right here. Okay, I entered right here. Went up to create equal highs here at like 1 to 4. This is when I moved my stops to break even, and I came back, got tapped out, and then it went. So whatever, is what it is. Thing is, it's a Friday, so on Fridays I'm a little bit more cautious as well with my stops. But yeah, that was the move on gold. And then higher time frame, need to delete this shit right now. The higher time frame, we had this 1 hour point of interest here. We know where we are. We're bullish still. We have this premium here. So this is our pink purple premium, right here. This candle line bang on with the 89%, and then there was like a 1 hour point of interest, even clearer. I think, yeah, here 181 whole number. So yeah, we swept through. This isn't a break of structure because we kind of then aggressively closed back above. So like for me, if I was actually at the gym at this point, but if I was going to take this trade, this is for me is like a big impulse up, means there's buyers back in the market. We kind of sweep this, mitigate from this, come back down, see how price reacts. This is a 5-minute order block. I think it was really clean on the 1, but I'm not going to drop down to the 1 minute. But yeah, this would have been a good trade. I know a few people got this. But yeah, man, like if I'd caught those 2 EU trades and took this one, I would have been laughing. I wouldn't have had to trade for probably the next 6 weeks, 2 months. Like I would have been chilling. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna catch these. Like there are gonna be times when I get these. I've caught like ones like these before, but then I would just like close. Like even if I took this, I probably would have closed it here, 1 to 5, equal highs. Like as well, it's all right saying, oh yeah, I would have got this 1 to 50, 1 to this, but like how many people actually have the balls to sit there and hold it? You know, you're 10% in profit. You're not gonna take anything off the table. Like come on. But yeah, that's it for me, to be honest, on this one. So yeah, just talked a little bit about, you know, a bit about market structure, actually, a bit about going into the premium. If you are struggling with, you know, understanding, you know, you have like 20 higher highs, higher lows on this one leg, when realistically it's not coming to a premium at all, then that's not, you know, it's not a new trading range. You need to only mark it out when it comes into a premium. That's really helped me understand structure a lot. And it's very mechanical as well, right? But like, you know, there's loads of ways to do it, whatever works for you. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for listening this far. Again, I hope some of this is helpful. I hope it resonates with people who are kind of going through, you know, the journey as well, whether you're 3 months in, you're just started, you're 6 months in, 2 years in even, you know. Yeah, I'd really advise to start, if you're not already, taking, you know, an hour a day, a few hours a week to just really focus on your psychology, whether that's reading books, listening to podcasts, watching podcasts as well. Really helped me. So yeah, man, hope everyone enjoys the rest of the weekend. It is Sunday. I'm gonna leave you. I'm off to physio, and I will see you next week. Like and subscribe. Peace. Cheers, man.